Last episode, I finally got around to testing the Midas staff against some tougher enemies, and it performed better than I even could have expected. Heck, I one-shotted my first ever Void Gloom. But it just wasn't feeling like enough. And I realized the problem wasn't the Midas staff, it was literally everything else. Superior Dragon Armor Mage?
Huh?
380 magical power? I was not cooking. First thing I wanted to upgrade was my armor. I wanted to switch to 3/4 Necromancer Lord and Wither Goggles. However, to unlock any of this, I needed a floor 6 completion, which meant beating Sedan. Thankfully, I was able to pretty quickly match with a strong party, so secrets and clearing weren't any more of a problem than they usually are, which still isn't saying much because I'm a bit of a bozo. But the boss room was a massive step up in difficulty. Oh, okay. I think the answer to this is follow the tank and try not to, get obliterated. Okay, I didn't die, that's good. Oh, that's a goal. Oh, I don't like this bit. Okay, I kinda just died. Jesus. But somehow, after this embarrassing loss, the Party Finder team didn't immediately disband, so we decided to run it back. And we got back to the boss room with an innovative new strategy, letting the level 36 do all the work. Okay, we can get Ness and, this time, hopefully, I won't troll and get myself killed 7 times, but... Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just getting carried, aren't I? Now the big guys come down. Also, I think my Sedan was bugged. He kept saying to subscribe to Clawcraft, and if I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'd give away 50 million coins in my Discord, link in the description. That's kinda weird. Wow. They really just die instantly. I've heard that something really funny happens if you jump into that pit, called Everybody in the Party Hates You. Yeah, that was not scripted. That was not scripted. Thank you, random party finder guy, for... Oh, wow. Bro died immediately. Alright, giant sword right here. Alright. Giant tooth, that's like something, I guess. I wasn't exactly proud of my complete non-contribution, but a comp's a comp, and I'll take anything I can get. Anyway, I didn't really have time to mope around, because it was time for some more upgrades, and progression. Hey, I hit, 2 billion net worth. Don't mind the background, I'm pretty sure this is a April Fool's thing. Yeah. What a silly time to do that. Got, 3,000 haters, apparently. And yeah, the mining 59's kinda crazy. This is just really funny to even see it all. Like, wound quafting. Carpentry. Social. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, 2 billion net worth. I'm slowly but surely getting rich. We do not get rich quick in this house. We get rich at a reasonable rate, although I'm pretty sure this is still pretty crazy for like 2 months of playtime. Okay, so I've been told that I've been committing what could be considered war crimes in terms of just being a non. So I'm going to be doing some fixing my goddamn profile ASMR. First, we're gonna head over to the anvil. Wrong anvil. First, we're gonna be heading over to the Reforge anvil. Recombobulating my Midas staff. Then heading over to the normal anvil and putting Smite 6 on there. As well as Giant Killer 6. So it's less of a piece of garbage. And then also, finally, to end off this ASMR, I am no longer a non. That's right, I actually spent money and bought human rights finally. I actually cannot believe how terrible superior armor is for dungeons. Like, I switched to this, like, good. It's not great, but it's, like, 5-star, and this one has loving and gemstone. But I switched to a Necro Lord set with Wither Goggles. All of this is, like, bare minimum enchantments. Other than, like, being starred, and I actually do almost, like, twice as much damage, as well as having, like, probably 20-30% more health. And for my, like, oh, I'm not even, like, on the right equipment either. But, like, for my EHP, it's probably just, like, effective health is 34k about, and superior armor is 30. Oh, it's actually not that big a difference, but then again, like, this is all pretty, like, damage focused as well. I could make it a lot tankier, probably. But yeah, it's actually crazy how I feel like the damage is almost entirely carried by the Wither Goggles, because, like, well, ability damage go burr. It's just crazy how mid soup armor is. I'm glad that I was shown the light, and now I can do actually, like, twice as much damage. It's like, I lied. I put on, like, my actual, like, damage equipment, and I'm actually just straight up doing double damage now. Also, yeah, I have a Gauntlet of Contagion and Implosion Belt now, just for more funny clearing. And after upgrading my armor, that left me with just one more thing to do. Fix my goddamn magical power. I mean, this is embarrassing. So that's what I did. But first, I needed some money, and that means so we back in the mine. I am starting to come up on a very large milestone for this profile, and I am about to max my first skill. And to absolutely no one's surprise at this point, it's gonna be mining. 99.81% of the way. I have spent far too much time at this exact spot punching titanium and mithril. And honestly, it's funded basically everything that I've done up till now. I will probably transition to some gemstone mining after this, just so I can maybe see if, like, Jade, because Jade is also really easy to set up, will match these rates, and there we go. Mining 60. What a thing to have. I am so cooked. First max skill, though, so... And there we go. Mining has probably made me at least 2/3, if not more, of my net worth. And yeah, that's crazy. Just how much time I've sunk into punching this exact wall. Honestly, it feels kind of emotional hitting this point. And now I'm getting overflow XP, so if Mining 70 ever comes out in the year 2028, I'll be on my way to that. That's just crazy. Okay, so off screen, I've been buying a lot of talismans recently. In fact, I'm all the way up to 480 magical power, which is... We're getting to reasonable levels. 500, I think, is where it's considered okay. And I've made some good decisions and bad decisions. Like, this was a good decision. This was a good decision. This here was a very interesting decision. I spent 3 mil for a recommed fire talisman. I got so sick of bidding on normal fire talismans. Funnily enough, I got one for a reasonable price literally at the same time, but I got so sick of bidding for these because these kept going up to like 500k or a mil, and I was like, I'm not paying that for a fire talisman. That I decided to bid on a recommed one, and I got it for like 3 mil, which is not awful. It says its net worth value is 6.75 mil, which is probably because a recombobulator costs more than that, but yeah, was that a good choice of money for like 2 extra magical power over this one? Probably not. Is it a funny one? Absolutely. So I'm keeping it. Despite all of these upgrades, they were just bandage fixes, unfortunately, because I never really mentioned the greatest downfall of the Midas staff. In order to dungeonize it, it requires Catacombs level 25, and I am nowhere close to that, and I'm not going to be reaching it anytime soon either. So where I need it to perform the most, it just doesn't cut it. And that led me to start to hate it. I started wondering what I could do with 300 million coins if I hadn't bought the staff. I feel like an addict. I, have been trying not to just be doing mining forever, and after switching to Jade, I've, re-addicted myself to mining, and it's got me thinking some intrusive thoughts. I don't know if this is a good or bad idea. I'm not gonna do it, but I've been thinking about selling off my Midas staff to try to get a 655, which could be a good idea, also probably isn't a good idea, because with the Midas staff gone, there goes, my ability to do Slayers, and also, well, some Slayers. Others are immune to magic, but we pretend we do not see those at the moment. But it just loses me so much damage. But also, I'd be making a lot more money, and coal's coming up, so maybe it would pay itself back, kind of. I don't know. I'm gonna need to think this one over for a while, because, well, selling off a 300 million Midas staff is not something that I should do impulsively. And again, buying the Midas staff wasn't something I should have done impulsively either, but here I am.